Welcome everyone to Bonifabcustom. Last week we made some really cool knife blanks out of some timing chain. Today we're going to make them into a knife. Let's get right into it. So these are the two blanks. This one here is the one with the copper powder. The one I had a little bit more problems with the forge welding. And I thought I'd make a chef knife out of that. It kind of works out nicely. I can use the pattern there so it looks nice. And the other one, I really wanted to use as much material as possible, especially where the pattern is. So I thought a machete would work great for that. Now, if you haven't seen the first video, I'm going to do a little recap on that just while I get this ready to cut out. So check out the recap. So now the blade is pretty much ground to shape. I have the edge here, the bevel pretty much roughed out, and I did a little bit more roughing of the surface here with 60 grit on my belt sander. And now I could put it into my forge and heat treat it. And I'll heat treat it, then I'll temper it in the oven for a couple hours, and then I can start finishing. Okay, right out of heat treat, looks pretty good and it's pretty straight. So I'm gonna temper it for a few hours and then I'll start finishing it. Okay, now I got it sanded to about a 350 grit, especially in this area here. I kind of stayed away from here because the handle's going over it, but it's a beast. So now I'm going to clean it with acetone, make sure there's no oils on it, and I'm going to put it into the acid for probably about 20 minutes, and we'll take a look at the pattern after that. Put it inside. I can't wait to see what it's going to look like. take a quick look. It's looking good. So we got the knife out of the etch. It looks awesome, but you know, I can't show you yet because I still have the rest of the video. So I want to keep something as a surprise. Now I'm going to make the handle. I'm going to use this G10, and it's kind of like a fibrous material, layered and kind of like almost like a glass fiber material. I don't know what it is exactly, but I'm going to put the knife over top of it, and I'm going to scribe lines around it for the handle, and then I'm going to cut them out. And of course I forgot the holes for the handle, so I got to get my carbide bit out and drill some holes for that too, for the pins. Now on my wood bandsaw, I'm going to cut this out, and don't forget to wax the blade every once in a while, or else it's going to bind. Okay, we got the G10 cut out, and let's see how it's going to fit there. It's going to look good. Okay, so now I'm going to drill for pins. I'm going to put a couple of pins here, and then I can epoxy glue it, and once that dries, I can grind it all nice and smooth and start shaping the handle. Okay, so drilling into hardened steel already, which I kind of should have done before, but to tell you the truth, sometimes I do it after because I have carbide drills available, and if I grind too much on one side or the other, I want to change that profile of the handle a little bit. Once I drilled it, it's kind of there already. So if I drill it after, I can really center the holes the way I like. So this is a solid carbide drill, and I'm going to put it inside of my chuck. There, both holes are done. So now I'm going to transfer these holes onto the G10. Just going to make sure I have a little bit of material all the way around, especially in the front there. And I'm going to scribe those holes. I'm going to do the same to the other side. what do you think? Timing chain Damascus turned out awesome. I love the pattern, looks great. Nice feel to the knife. Let me know what you think in the comments below, if you like it or you don't, or maybe you don't like the shape, or maybe you do. Let me know. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and push that button for notifications for more videos just like this one.